Another nice, crisp morning. I have a little surprise. And there she is. Christmas in the fall. Christmas on Halloween, actually. Today is Halloween. Guess what's in that package? Well, let's see. Oh, I already took this stuff out. Let me just show you what came in that package. It is a Mopar 2-inch lift. I will be putting that on the Gladiator this morning, along with a Daystar 3/4 inch leveling kit up front. The reason I'm doing that is because I plan to put in a steel bumper and a 12,000 pound winch eventually. Anyway, let's get started. Well, it's that time. Everything that came in here is right here. This is the Mopar 2-inch factory lift. Obviously, I didn't get it from the factory. I went ahead and ordered this lift, believe it or not, on Amazon for about $1,250. It's the cheapest place I could find it. It comes with Fox 2.0 shocks. I do plan to upgrade those later, but for now this should be a pretty reasonable and decent ride. It should feel almost factory, so we're gonna actually test that and see if that is the case. But let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna pull in the Gladiator now. I'm gonna do a few measurements. I'm gonna measure from the bottom to the bottom of the fender, just to see what kind of lift, what kind of results I get. I am going to install that 3/4 inch Daystar lift leveling kit just to lift up the front end a little bit, just because I do plan to change this bumper out for a steel bumper. I'm not sure if I'm going to go with the Mopar version or a different version. I went with an ARB on my JK and I really liked that one. However, I'm still trying to figure out what to do here. I want to make sure I get something that's not going to block the off-road camera, and still have a winch and maybe a small loop of some sort just to protect the winch and the grill. But anyway, let's get started. Let's do this. Okay, I just measured the rears and the fronts. And it looks like the right front is 41 inches, and what I did is I used this as an indicator, this line. The left front is 40 inches, 40 3/4 inches, where the rear is almost identical, but 1 inch higher. So I think that 3/4 inch leveling kit will do just fine. It'll still have a slight rake, but not by much. So let's get started. We'll start with the front. I want to start with the front because I want to level out the front, if anything, before I do the rear. And then we'll start doing the rear. I'm going to time this and see how long it takes me. It's about 10:50 Pacific time on Halloween. I'm going to see how long it takes me, and hopefully I don't have any interruptions, but here we go. I finished the install. It took me just around 3.5 hours to finish the install. I actually ran out of battery. I was doing a time lapse, but I ran out of actually SD card memory. So I don't know if I got it all, but anyway, so I did some new measurements, and now both sides are equal, which is kind of interesting. 44.5 on both sides. And again, I measured to this seam, the black seam. So from the ground up, it's 44.5. So I actually gained quite a bit. I gained about 3.5 inches on this side and about 4 inches on this side. But funny thing is now they're equal. And I'm not sure it's because maybe it's not set right yet. I'll probably have to take it to drive, get the spring set in, and go from there. But it took quite a while. I just took my time, but everything went in as planned, smoothly, no issues at all, actually. Anyway, good to go. Now I'm going to start the front. Incidentally, I actually been using the Jeep speaker to listen to music the whole time, and it's been going strong for about 4 hours. Anyway, we'll start getting the rear done, and we'll go from there. So before we call the front end complete and finished, I'm going to install a Yeti Track Bar. Now, I heard rumors about the Gladiator being kind of getting quite a bit of wander, and one of the things that might help fix that issue is a track bar. So I usually go with Synergy Manufacturing, but I've heard good things about Yeti, so I figured I'd give this a shot and a try. And looking at this thing is a beast. I mean, look how thick that is compared to the OEM one. Wow, this thing is heavy. Let me get this put together, and we'll get her installed. Alright, so this is where you can really tell the difference in the bar here. Now I'm going to use the OEM track bar to kind of set the width for the new one, and might have to make minor adjustments, but that's a good rule of thumb, is to use the OEM track bar to get almost the same length. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Alright, good morning, guys. I completed the front lift yesterday. I tried to time lapse it all, but my SD card got full, so wasn't able to get it all. Now about to do the rear end today. This one shouldn't take as long. It took me about 3.5 to 4 hours yesterday to do the front lift. This should only take a couple hours, if that. But anyway, we're gonna get started and start working on the rear end of this thing. So let's see how long it takes me. All right, all done. So I measured the rears, and I gained exactly 2 inches on each side, a little bit more on one side. Rear left was 41.5 originally. Now it's 43 3/4. The right rear was 41 3/4, and now it's 43 3/4. So about 2 inches of lift in the rear. So I'm gonna go test it. I'm gonna take it for a test drive, but it looks like it's all done. Everything's buttoned down, and I think it turned out pretty good for the most part. Obviously it'll look a lot better as soon as I get my wheels and tires in, so hopefully this week that will be the case. And then I'll do a before and after shot with the wheels, so you can kind of get a yeah, still the same. All right, well, there she is after the lift. What do you think? I think it looks pretty good. The new flat grill, 2-inch lift, 3/4 inch leveling kit. I think it came out really good. She needs a good wash. What do you think about the tailgate? Tailgate looks pretty damn good too, I think. Bed liner came out really good. The next mod is the cargo rails. So I'm gonna do that next. And then another mod is going to be to remove the factory bumper and put on a steel bumper and a worn wheel. Well, thanks for watching. I appreciate you watching the channel. Make sure you like and subscribe. And obviously, a lot of different modifications I'll be doing to this Jeep in the next few weeks. So please subscribe to the channel. And if you like the video, smash that like button. And we'll see you next week. Thanks again for watching.